waffles again. And so I have got everything out and prepared, ready to go. Got my bowl to put everything in. Got my pot to melt the butter in. We have our eggs, salt, baking soda, and baking powder. We also have our buttermilk and our flour. So I think we're ready to go on. The waffle maker's out too. Not plugged in yet, but out. So first I'm going to start by melting the butter so that it's ready to go at the end. We can go ahead and get that going. I just use unsalted butter. That's about all I buy. I'm going to double this recipe, and so everything I'm putting in is double. I will make sure to put the single recipe in the description or at the end of the video when we put the recipe down. I'll put the single recipe down. But here we'll take 4 sticks, because it's 2 sticks per recipe, of butter. And we're going to melt that. And then we'll start doing this thing. Get that going. And then put in my sifter. So I am going to take my waffles. And waffles, if you make it the way I do with a third of a cup per waffle in this waffle maker that I have, then it makes about 12 waffles. Then I have the thin ones. So I'm going to take 4 cups of flour. Take my cup measuring. Since I'm doubling it, otherwise it'd be 2 cups. So 4 cups of flour. And put it into the sifter. 1, 2, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the rest of this so it'll mix in really well. So then I need 3 teaspoons. 3 teaspoons of baking powder. That's not baking powder. This is baking powder. Yes, Katie, I'm trying to do this, baby.
Can you give me one of the tiny jars? Because I want to pick berries on mine.
Not right now. Right now we'll do this, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, then I'll just bring berries inside.
I'm going to take 3 teaspoons of baking powder. We use the aluminum free. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and put the 6 in there because it's doubling it. 1, 2, 3. So that's a double recipe of that. Then I'm going to take salt, and I need 1 teaspoon per recipe, so 2 teaspoons of salt. 1, 2, and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. One, 2. And I am going to put 2 more cups of flour. So we have 1 and 2. And that should be done. Get everything out of there once I finish using it. Since this is so big, I'll put it back in the cabinet. And then we're going to sift all those dry ingredients together into this bowl. And make sure that you don't have any lumps in the dry ingredients. Sift it all down, make it light and airy. And you just turn it until it's done. So that is in there. And now we need to put in 2 cups, so actually 4 cups of buttermilk. My small batter bowl from Pampered Chef. And if you don't have buttermilk, you do know that you can take regular milk. We always buy whole milk. And put some lemon juice or an acid in it and let it sit, and it will become buttermilk. And so here's 4 cups of buttermilk. We're going to add that in. That's in. Then we're going to need 4 eggs per recipe. So there's 8 eggs. And these are from our chickens. Just make sure I don't get a shell in there. 2. Dump those in. Oh, I'll check the butter. It's starting to make noise, but it's not quite completely melted yet. 3 eggs. 4. I'm gonna put these in the compost bucket. Back to the chickens. 4. 5. 6. 7, and that just fell. 7. And that made a mess more than I thought. 8. Okay. Butter done. Wash my hands. Got the towels and washed off the countertop. I'm gonna go ahead and spray some thieves on that since it is egg. I have some Young Living Thieves household cleaner diluted in this. Just gonna let that sit for just a second while I do this. Very hot water. I'll take a clean washcloth and clean that up. Alright, that is done. A carton back to oven. Okay, now we're all better. We're gonna pour these last eggs into here. We're done with that. And now we are going to mix this up. And I use my mixer, not the big mixer. I use my hand mixer with some flour over here. So let me get my hand mixer out. And I know I have not added the butter yet. I mix this all together that's here first, and then I add my butter at the end. So I'm going to put these in here. So bring it a little closer to the outlet. And just mix this all up. Really good. And nice and smooth. As smooth as you can get it. And after you've gotten it nice and smooth, then you're going to add the butter. This recipe is from my friend Melissa. I think it was a family recipe from there, but we had them last summer when we went to a youth event. And they were yummy, so I asked her for her recipe, and I've made them, and I've done up to 4 times recipe, and I can make waffles. And what my kids don't eat that morning, I put a little piece of parchment paper between each waffle, throw them in a bag, and freeze them. And they're quick and easy to get out and toast up. Alright, that is pretty smooth. I'm going to get the butter. And I'm going to pour it in. We had some sneezy kids. I took the little ones out to pick strawberries last night, and it was a great time, but some of the grass or hay or straw or whatever was over there kind of got us. I had an allergic reaction all over my arms from it, so. All better this morning. I put some lavender, came home, took a shower, and took some lavender and lotion, baby lotion, and put that on. And all better this morning. The kids will need cinnamon, lavender, and peppermint put on them to help them get through this. They both took showers too. Okay, get this really good and mixed up. While I do that, I'm going to go ahead and plug my waffle maker in. Put it on, I put ours on 3. And this is the Cuisinart waffle maker. It makes the thin waffles. I prefer the thin waffles than the big thick ones. So, finish mixing this up. And that looks good. And then this is the consistency you really kind of want. And then you're going to take a 1/3 cup scoop, and I try and get a plate or something, because to set this on in between things so that you don't have a huge mess on your counter. This is done. Put that up. And when the waffle maker says it's ready to go, I'll do the first waffle. And I will just make waffle after waffle after waffle after waffle until it's all gone and the kids have eaten them. I also have a cooling rack out to put them on when they come out. And when the first one starts cooking, I'll go ahead and get the kids, well, if I can do that now while it's still heating up, get the kids plates. So they're ready to go, and I guess I should get the chocolate chips out too.
I already got
Since
them.
these have
I already got them.
so much butter in them, I don't have them put butter on them. You don't really need any more butter on them. So that's really, really yummy. They're yummy to eat just warm, straight out of the waffle maker, nothing on them. or straight out of the toaster, nothing on them, but they're really good as well with strawberries, and we just had fresh strawberries, so we'll do strawberries. We have whipped cream, powdered sugar, or syrup, but they really don't eat syrup at all.
I don't.
But as you can see, there was no sugar added to this recipe, so it's purely the sugar from stuff, other things. So, but this is no sugar. Ooh, and it's ready to go. So here we go. So on mine, I don't even have to spray it or anything. I love my waffle maker. Just open it up. As I said before, this one is a 1/3 cup. The big ones tend to be like 1/2 cup. So a good amount. And I use this mini scraper. And it's gonna look like it did not fill it all up, but you start in the center and just let them go. And close it up. And wait until it's done. Yay! So I'll go get the plates and stuff. Figure out what they want on it. This is gonna be done now. Oh, I forgot my fork. Just take this fork to help pull it up. And I move it. See how yummy it is? Right there. And then the process all over again. There we go. All right, Katie, what would you like on your waffle?
Strawberries.
Okay.
And chocolate chips. Chocolate chips on the waffle, please. Why can't you make it with the chocolate chips in it?
Because that actually hurts it makes a big mess in there. Hold on, put some strawberries on here.
Just 2, please.
Just 2 strawberries?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you need a little bit of cream on top?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little. I know, that really wasn't a question, was it? That was silly to ask, huh? We're getting low on this. There we go. And there is Katie's. Go get a fork, please.
I don't use forks.
Yeah, we use forks, silly goose.
I don't use forks on waffles.
You're silly. Sometimes they'll stick on top, especially when you wait too long. So there's one. Hot off the presses. Lincoln, what do you want on your waffle?
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chips. What else? Anything?
The waffles.
Strawberries. What else, baby?
And whipped cream.
There's Lincoln's. You can tell the chocolate was already starting to melt.
Guess I like it.
Yes, I just put Mrs. Butterworth syrup on mine. The kid eats the maple syrup, but I'm not a maple fan, so I don't get maple syrup. So, there is mine. If I had blueberries thawed out, I'd have added blueberries to it too. And that is our waffle making.